More often than not, when we introduce ourselves as realtors, we get asked almost all the time almost the same question. What a great opportunity to use technology that we have at our disposal in order to expand our sphere of influence. Hi, Daniel Katz with RE Hangout here. In today's video, we're going to show how to use this great opportunity that presents to us very frequently in order to use technology and capture the name and contact information of the people that we interact with. For that we're going to use the help of the RPR Mobile App. So say that you are in a social event, say that you are maybe on a networking event, and you introduce yourself to someone and you say, "Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Danny. How are you? What's your name? I'm Craig. Hi, Craig. Pleased to meet you. So what do you do, Craig?" Craig will say probably, "Well, I'm a CPA." Oh, fantastic. And how about you, Danny? What do you do? "I'm a realtor." And as I said, more often than not, once you introduce yourself as a realtor, you will get asked the following question: "And how's the market?" I used to be the kind of person who would start talking about how the market is and so on and so forth. As soon as I discovered RPR Mobile, I decided that I would stop speaking and use technology, as I said, in order to expand my sphere of influence. So this would be the kind of conversation. So when Craig asked me, "And Danny, how's the market?" I would say, "Craig, it's great that you ask me. I farm in a specific area, but it might not be where you live. So why don't I generate a market activity report and send it your way so you can see a little bit for yourself?" So for that, I'm going to use my RPR Mobile. I'm going to connect my phone to my computer. Here we go. And I'm going to use RPR. I open up my RPR and I said, "Craig, let me generate then a market activity report for your area. What's the zip code where you live?" And so Craig could say something like 33180, 33180. Perfect. So it's Miami, Florida, 33180. I look it up on my RPR. I look for any given property, doesn't matter. So once I select a property from the screen, you will see that I have the menu of reports on the bottom. I'm going to tap reports. I'm going to select market activity report. That's my first step. This next step is to configure the report. So the first question say all sections of the report. I'm going to say no. And here is where I have the opportunity to include, of course, the market activity, the snapshot. And then you'll see that for the past either 3 days, past week, a month, or 3 months, I select whichever one I consider best. I'm going to select the type of property where Craig lives. So I ask, "Craig, do you live in an apartment? Do you live in a single family home?" And then I select, or I switch over to yes, whichever toggle switch is appropriate. And then the last section says, how many listings do you want per section? So 10 new listings, 10 sales, pending sales, 10 expired listings, and 10 recent sales. So I can switch that to 20 or 50. I think 10 is more than enough. And of course, I want all cover page elements. That's my contact information. And I move to the next step. Here I have the ability of asking Craig, "What is your email address?" And I'll send you this report so you can see a little bit. And if you have any questions, my contact information is always there. And that way, of course, you will capture Craig's name and email address that you can put on your CRM for further use. I can also select the download and tap where it says Get Report. This report will take about a couple of minutes at the most to get generated. I'm going to exit out of this screen. And this is the opportunity that I have to continue talking with Craig and expand a little bit more and, do a little bit of the small talk that eventually becomes the opportunity for ice breaking and so on and so forth. In a couple of minutes at the most, this system will let me know that the report is ready. And so from that particular screen, I will be able to share this information with Craig. So I'm going to go back to the home screen that I achieve by tapping on that little home icon that it's on the top. And once my report is ready, I'll get a notification on the screen that the report is available for me to send. Okay, so now that my report is ready, and it took a little bit less than a minute, I'm going to tap where it says download now. So I can see it in my computer, in my phone, and I can actually see that I can actually show it to Craig. And here's the snapshot, and here are the 10 new listings that came into the market. I asked for 10 pending sales, 10 also came into the market. I asked for 10 expired, actually 10 expired. Great opportunity for me to look for more business, and sold recently only 4. So this gives a little bit of perspective as to the activity of the inventory in the market. And once I close out of this one, at the very bottom of my screen, I'll see a word that says recent. And if I move over to the far right where it says reports, there is my report that I can see here. And I can share this report, tapping in the word share. And I can actually text message this report to Craig. So here I ask Craig, so what is your cell phone number? Let me send you this report right now. And so now I'm interacting with Craig. I'm actually generating a very interesting report for him to see, and I'm texting it to Craig. The great thing about doing this is that normally, this is under normal circumstances, people are not used to receiving this type of information via text from a realtor. So now you're showing Craig that you are not only a good realtor, but you're up to par with technology, and you are using it so in such a way that he can get the information like immediately, instantly. So this is a great way, in my humble opinion, for us to actually start interacting with customers out there and capturing their contact information so they can be either put on our CRMs, or if we capture their cell phones, to put reminders that every so often we can touch bases with them, eventually send them an updated market activity report, with the idea to keep in touch with them and always have them with our names on their minds. Well, with this we conclude today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me at daniel@rehangout.com. A pleasure always being here with you.